don't know.
So Joe Rogan had Tim Kennedy on as a guest, and Tim Kennedy asks him, would you host a presidential debate? Joe says, I would. It's got to be several hours, no aides, no earpieces, no teleprompters, just a conversation between me and them. And I saw that clip, and I thought nothing of it. And then Trump tweeted and was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
And one, it's amazing that Joe Rogan, a guy that was a stand-up comedian turned comic podcaster, has the pull to have Bernie Sanders, Andrew Yang, and now maybe Trump on the podcast.
I wonder if Trump will go on the podcast.
I think he will. And then two,
can we pause here? You predicted, because Joe Biden's not showing up.
That's the thing. Biden wants nothing to do with it. Of course not. Biden wants the debates to be remote.
Yeah.
With an earpiece and someone off camera.
He'd like to record it a few days prior.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. So you think that Donald Trump will go in alone to Austin, Texas, Joe Rogan's studio?
If he doesn't, I think it's just because of time constraints. I think it'd be an absolute win for him. I think he would look great, and I think that's a demo. You think he'd look great? You think Joe would and him would? Yeah, Joe tends to not be super aggressive to anyone. Has anyone come on there and looked particularly bad?
No, but what Joe does, he's not an antagonistic person, but he will ask clarifying questions. He will say where he disagrees, and he will say where things don't make sense to him. Mm-hmm. And so if I were advising Donald Trump, I would say go.
I would say go. Yeah. Here's the thing. Do you think that going will cost him any votes? Do you think anyone that's currently today on September 17th
could see him on the Joe Rogan?
Sees him on Joe Rogan?
No.
Okay, no. I agree. So there's no downside. Now, do you think that there's open-minded people?
I think there's a lot of moderate. Yeah, I think there's a lot of moderate swing votes in there.
Don't like Biden.
Yeah,
and would watch Trump for 3 uninterrupted hours and go, you know what? I've only ever seen him in clips. Mm-hmm. I've only ever seen CNN purposely make him look bad, and I was shocked at how thoughtful or funny or whatever it was. To me, it seems like an only upside move.
Yeah, and he would get probably, easily over 10 million on YouTube alone.
Probably the biggest video ever.
Times 20, times another 10, so he's doing at least 20 million. He's got more reach there than almost anywhere, so I would do it.
He get more views than the debates.
Yeah.
He gets an uninterrupted platform, no moderators. Moderators tended to not like him last year when he
ran.
Also
they have the ability to, there's a team behind them going, actually that stat is untrue, and then they'll correct it on the next question, and so he's got to fight pushback.
Maybe Jamie would do that. No, and by the way, I think the biggest thing is
let's pull that up, Jamie.
None of his base is gonna be turned off by it, even if he does say something accidentally wrong.
Sure. Yeah, all right.
And he, by the way, gets to make Joe Biden look like a coward.
So he should do it. Do you think he will?
The only reason not is because he's running the country. He just literally might not be able to fly to Austin and get 4 hours with Joe Rogan. Mm-hmm. But I think he wants to. He said he wants to.
He says a lot of things that I don't think he means.
Think about how much he could rail Joe Biden for being a coward for not showing up if he did go. Mm-hmm. He said, here, we had it. We had a chance. Joe is scared. It's a great thing if Joe doesn't show up.
I guess he didn't go in 2016. He went to Jimmy Fallon in 2016. So, and Joe Rogan was still a force of nature in 2016. So I wonder if he still has handlers, and I think he could still call them off because that's his personality. But there still is a resistance to 4 ununderstood hours somewhere.
I don't know. It seems better than the Axios interview where the interviewer's trying to get you. You know what I mean? Joe's not going to show up with graphs like the Axios guy did, purposely trying to nail him on COVID.
Yeah.
Joe thinks COVID's not a big deal. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. You're sitting next to a guy who likes small government, doesn't think COVID's a big deal.
So you're telling me, here's the thing. You're telling me that he should go, and I 100% agree. But I don't know that
I don't know. I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
But if I'm on his team, if I'm his aide for the campaign, I'm going, dude, forget this thing you were going to do to be president. We got to get you to Austin, Texas.
Yeah. No, I think I would too, unless I heard a really compelling argument not to.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did you have any more on the debate thing about the Joe Biden not being there? Or?
No.
Got it. You just, because I cut you off, we talked about Trump instead of Biden.
Oh, no, I just think it's a great move because then you get to just call him a coward.
Yeah.
Which, if he didn't show up, wouldn't be inaccurate.
Mm-hmm. Hope that you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more like this and have us do more podcasts, we are 100% funded by our generous patrons. And if you'd like to contribute, there's a link in the description, and we'll have one pop up on the screen right here so that we can do more podcasts where we have fun conversations and hopefully some deep ones like this. Either way, hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.